What's up, everyone? This is Evan from the Lunch Table Podcast. This is a brand new podcast, a spin-off, if you will, of my Evans Media YouTube channel. The goal of this podcast is to talk about everything from movies, general pop culture, real-life stuff, just whatever me and my co-hosts have in mind. Speaking of my co-hosts, this project could not be done without my two friends, Braden and Mikey.
Hi, I'm Mike, playwright and fan of all things super.
I'm just Braden.
So we'll get a really nice mix of opinions, takes on different topics with them too, I hope. So
That's wishful thinking, Evan.
yeah, you're probably right. We are a bunch of dumbasses.
That's very true.
I think what'll make this like really funny is the fact that I think it's safe to say we both, the three of us have very differing opinions on certain topics.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I can think of a
true.
couple.
Yeah.
But speaking of controversial topics, so
We should hunt furries.
As both of you know, Oscar nominations are coming out this upcoming Tuesday. I think all three of us have seen.
I do know.
Oh, you do know. I'm
know.
shocked. I'm shocked.
I know. I
That's-
got that one
I
on
know.
lock, Evan. I'm good. I'm good.
So, I think I got a list of the 10 top categories here: best picture, best director, best actor, actress, supporting actress, original screenplay, adapted screenplay, animated feature, and international feature. I feel like, I think it's safe to say I've seen the most 2023 movies. That's to say, new releases out of the three of us.
That is very true.
Yeah, Regal Unlimited
Yeah,
subscriber.
that Regal. Yeah. Okay.
Regal,
We get it.
Regal hurting my wallet there. Please
Yeah, I
sponsor me. So I feel like it's safe to say you two haven't seen any movies that have come out overseas, have you?
Nope.
I watched that one weird Japanese anime one. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Was it the one with the weird bird thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it was Japanese. I was just guessing, but
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
The anime one.
yeah,
I
the
did
boy in
watch
the
that.
hair.
I haven't seen that one.
Which
yeah,
is-
the
haven't seen
point.
that
Yeah,
one.
that one. Yep, I saw that. That was all right. I think it was really good. I don't think it should have gotten the Golden Globe over the Spider-Man one,
Yeah,
but it
Oh,
was
100%.
for as much as I was clowning on it before I saw it. It was actually not terrible.
yeah.
yeah?
Have you seen by the same studio and director? Have you seen Spirited Away?
I have. I did like that movie.
Did you see any parallels between the two plots, or was that just me?
No, there's definitely parallels. They're basically going on the same journey.
Right? That's what I was saying.
They're going on the same journey. But
Okay.
I don't think it should have won over Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Personally,
because I
Spider-Man's art is so
Spider-Verse.
much better.
Oh, God, yeah. And it had a mix of different arts, too.
Though I do think the story in The Boy and the Herring was a lot better, even though it was repeated. The story's a lot better.
okay,
But Spider-Man was just animated a lot better. Let's be
yeah,
real.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. I mean, both movies. My understanding is they both took forever to animate. They actually took their time. It didn't rush everyone, which is
Yeah.
not very common in Hollywood these days. So I give both movies props for that. But if you had to choose between the two, what would you say would be your hope to win Best Animated Feature at the Oscars this year?
I'm going Spider-Verse.
I'm going Spider-Verse solely because it's best animated feature, and
Right.
out of all of our animated, it's the best animated. Nobody's denying that, and if you are, you're wrong.
Facts.
It's just kind of it's just better animated. Let's be real. The animation style is just so fluid in Spider-Man, and everything works so well.
When they're building off
Oh,
of the
yeah,
first
and,
one.
Yeah, that's true.
And that alone was groundbreaking.
Right. Yeah, it was good in 2018.
But yeah.
It's good now. It's great.
It's even better now, in my opinion.
Well,
I
even
feel that
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say I feel that nowadays it's really pioneered a lot of the smaller scale animation stuff. Like I know Disney's trying to do a similar style of animation to that.
Yeah, with
Similar like what
Wish.
they did
Wish was
with
terrible.
Wish they did.
Yeah.
And then they also did a similar style for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that came out this year.
Oh, that,
that
was
was
good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should have gotten more praise than it did.
Did
So
it
it
even
was
get a
very
Golden Globe
obviously-
nomination?
I think it was nominated, but I think it was like one of the last ones on the list.
Oh.
It was like not. It was there, but
Right.
it like. it
So
had
they're
no
throwing it a
chance.
bone, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like-
I do. I think it was heavily inspired by Spider-Verse. It was
Yeah.
like basically the exact same animation style, but like you could tell they had less practice with it.
Well, yeah.
But it's definitely the best
Oh, yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie ever.
Well, they had Seth Rogen there too, which definitely. I mean, he's great. I mean, he's the man behind The Boys. I think he did Invincible.
And he did Mario.
Yeah, he was Alan the Alien in I want to say Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario. Yeah, listen. For as much as I love the Mario movie because Mario was everything to me when I was younger, it was not that great of a movie. In terms of actually being a movie, it wasn't that amazing.
I feel like they tried to like cram in as much like Easter eggs from the various games as possible instead of just
Yeah.
telling like a clear like cut story, if you will.
People don't realize
Yeah.
they put Punch Out in the movie. Like,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
yeah,
and I want to
the-
say I heard that one of the people in I want to say Mario's shop or one of their brothers was dressed like Jumpman too.
Oh, really?
no, it was the guy who was trying to shut him down. Or I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say somebody was dressed like Jumpman.
Oh,
Very
like from the
first.
original Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. That's
Yeah,
cool.
It
but there
is?
was Punch Out because they started the movie in the Punch Out Cafe or Punch Out Pizzeria. That's where it starts.
Interesting.
So I'm hoping that teases for a new Punch Out game because it's my favorite.
Are you hoping for the
franchise
new
of all
MCU, the Mario Cinematic Universe?
Yeah, like with it like ending with a
It's like-
Smash Bros movie or some shit.
Yeah, just give
Yahoo.
them a Mario movie where all the Punch Out characters come in and just beat the ever living shit out of
Oh man,
every Mario character.
Day one, baby.
Oh my god. Like that game I love Punch Out, but that makes no sense. Like how are you about to have a 107 minor go up against a 500-pound guy from Canada who fights bears? Like
don't think about it.
bit of a mismatch, don't you think?
Yeah, you're supposed to suspend your believability for a bit.
Yeah, I guess.
I was gonna say there's certainly not any weight divisions there.
No, dude, definitely not. You kidding me?
So, have either of you two actually seen Wish like in its entirety?
Nope.
I saw it. I'm not going to disclose how I saw it.
Oh, I
yeah.
get you. I get you.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
it was not good.
Yeah.
It was the main Okay, my number one complaint is the main villain song. It started so good.
Wasn't it Chris Pine who played the villain?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. It like the song actually started not bad at all,
Okay.
but then it got terrible out of nowhere. It's like they had it set up. It was like so dramatic and it was really cool, and then they would just fumble the bag so hard it hurt.
Damn.
It was one of the worst. It hurt. It actually hurt my soul to
Well,
listen to that
wow.
song.
That's crazy. Well, and I know Disney. I think this was their first movie in like X amount of years. I think that. Well, no, I mean like this year in general for Disney, like across all of their like owned companies, was like their worst performing year in the last like 15 years or some shit.
Yeah, when Raya and
Oh,
the
yeah,
Last
they lost
Dragon is beating
billions
them,
of
it was
dollars.
awful.
What was the Pixar movie that came out this year? Like, I genuinely don't remember what one it
Is it
was.
Elemental?
Oh, that's right.
Didn't they
that's
do
right.
Puss in Boots
Yeah.
this year?
No, that's
That is
Illumination.
DreamWorks.
Oh, DreamWorks.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was DreamWorks.
I don't know. It's one of the two.
Yeah, it's DreamWorks, right?
Yeah, Puss in Boots is with Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's DreamWorks.
Yeah. It's not Disney for sure,
Okay.
but yeah.
Oh God, no, because it was good.
I see what you did there. Yeah. I mean, because what with Disney this year we had like a mediocre. I mean, again, I haven't seen it, but from what it sounds like, a mediocre mainline Disney animated movie. We had a mediocre Pixar movie. We had a bunch of terrible Marvel movies and one good one with Guardians 3. We had
Indiana Jones.
That's true. That
which
was good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
I didn't mind that. I thought it was good.
Yeah. I mean, with Indiana Jones, you're never going to beat the original trilogy just because Harrison Ford
Oh God, no.
like just physically can't do that kind of stuff, and not having Indiana Jones doing those stunts is not as entertaining. But I still think they did good with, what Harrison Ford can do at his age.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
felt the character work was pretty good too, and they did an excellent job explaining as to what happened with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
His character.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that opening like train sequence where they like de-aged him to like his 30-something-year-old self. Like, I know some people dogged on it, but I thought it was actually pretty impressive.
I loved it. Although I will say, when his face was wet when he jumped off the bridge, was it just me or did it look a little like Polar Express?
I don't.
A little bit.
Yeah, I didn't even pay that much
Yeah.
attention to that part.
But
I mean, they
otherwise, it was
purposely like kept
fantastic.
him out of the like foreground. Like he was pretty much like in the back. So
Yeah,
I think that was on purpose. But
and for what we have at the like as of right now, I thought that was pretty good.
right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So wait, who's up for Best Picture of the year?
Well, we don't know yet because the nominations are now. But for Golden Globes,
Who's the Golden
I can
Globes?
pull up the list. Let's see.
Yeah.
Golden
Okay.
Globes 2024 nominations. I know it was at least Oppenheimer. I think Barbie was there. Okay, yeah.
I was gonna
so
say, I remember that.
it was Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon. Wait, no, that's not the right one. That's motion picture drama. But yeah, that is it. Okay, yeah. So with the Golden Globes, it's weird because it's not like there are subcategories of Best Picture. So like Oppenheimer won the drama one. So the movies in that category, I guess, were Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, and a bunch of other Past Lives, The Zone of Interest, a bunch of like stuff I haven't seen. And then there's like Best Motion Picture Musical Comedy. That got Poor Things, Air, American Fiction, Barbie, The Holdovers, and May December.
Okay.
So those are like the
Not a bad
two
lineup.
subcategories they have. So I would assume for the Oscars it'll be like a mix of those two.
That's not a bad lineup at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
no, I mean,
musical comedy actually got some pretty good movies. I mean, Air, Barbie, and Holdovers. Those were like three really good movies.
yeah.
I feel like drama was really only between Oppenheimer and Killers of the Flower Moon, but
Yeah, well, they certainly weren't in the comedy,
yeah, no. But
but
I would assume just off of those however many movies, I think for Best Picture, we can probably count on Oppenheimer, I think, is like guaranteed to get a nomination. Holdovers, maybe. The problem with Holdovers, have either of you seen it?
No.
I have not.
Well, it's like a
not.
Christmassy movie. So for that
Oh, I
reason, I don't know if it's going to get one.
All right.
Killers of the Flower Moon, I think, will, just because it's Martin Scorsese.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard. I think I'd mentioned this before, but I've heard rumors of a new one, like a new Scorsese DiCaprio movie.
Oh yeah, I think
That's
that was on like Instagram or something. We saw that. That
Yeah.
would make sense because they've collaborated a bunch.
Yeah, I don't. It might be. My dumbass don't know. I might just be making this up, but
No, I swear I saw that too. I think you're right.
That'd definitely be a good combo, though.
Yeah, I mean it's worked. I mean, The Wolf of Wall Street, I think, is like the perfect movie with that
Oh.
like formula.
Yeah, they're doing The Wager.
The Wager. What's that
The
about?
Wager. It's a ship movie.
A ship movie. Okay.
Like,
Well, we all know how that turned out for DiCaprio.
Yeah, and Cameron.
What's another one? What's
Yeah.
another one?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man. So is it a shipwreck, a ship getting destroyed, or is it just a cruise? What kind of a movie are we talking?
This is what we got. The story
Yeah.
concerns the captain of the vessel determined to complete the ship's given mission, and the crew whose various members wanted to salvage what they could and return home, despite the looming punishment of death by firing squad if they abandon their task. When the remaining men eventually find their way back to England, authorities have to make sense of each man's conflicting reports to determine who is truly at fault for the crash and ensuing chaos.
Ooh. So it's like
Okay.
reverse
Good.
murder mystery, kind of.
Yeah, like they were all there.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
won't
the
lie
Navy
to you.
version of Clue.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
guess.
down for that.
But it's like,
Pretty much.
like I'm guessing you probably like see the chaos that unfolds, and then you're like, and then you're watching from the outside as the cops try to like deduce what happened. That kind of sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or a killer with long black gloves shows up and does some
Yeah,
somewhat nefarious task.
I don't think Scorsese like I don't think he'd do that. I think
You
he
sure?
he's too prideful of himself, for lack of a better word.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, I couldn't pick that up at all.
Oh, that's funny. But
Oh,
His
man.
Stardew Valley
Yeah.
will let me drink alcohol.
oh yeah, Braden's playing Stardew Valley in the background. What are your thoughts on that? Like immediate thoughts?
It's chill. I'm just vibing right now. I don't have to think too much. This guy's smoking on the pier. I'm just walking up. I'm having a chill time.
I love how there's like zero
Have fun.
context.
Nah, you don't need it. Oh, Willie smoking on the docks.
We do have Braden recording his like POV of the game, so if we could successfully get that footage, I'll try to cut it in. But
Yeah, it's like a 50-50 if I did it right.
yeah, we'll
I'm
see.
not a computer person, and
We'll roll into.
I'm
There's
never
only so
playing
much
the
I
game.
can do with remote helping.
I hit
Yeah, and I
record.
definitely can't fix that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Can we
you
just
got
say like how like? Do you want to tell the story like the abbreviated version of getting Mikey on Discord like for the first time?
Oh, when he
Nah,
like,
let's save it for the finale. That in
He-
itself will be an episode.
that's actually true.
No.
Why
You're not getting out of
fishing
that.
rod?
You're
I'm
not
making
getting out of that.
progress. Oh, it's a bamboo pole. It's not even a fishing rod.
Evan, I believe we were brought on to talk about the Oscars.
Yeah, you know what, Mikey? For your
Good
sake,
point.
we'll continue off with our.
Peaches got robbed at the Golden Globes. I just
Okay.
want to say that.
So
Peaches got robbed. Peaches should have won.
Nah,
best.
I'm gonna stick with I'm Just Ken. Best soundtrack.
Did you
of the
see
year.
Ryan
You can fight me on
Gosling's
that.
face when that won? At the
Yeah.
it wasn't
Oh, no,
Golden
I-
Globes. It
that
won.
It looked like Eminem
Hysterical.
winning a Grammy.
Wasn't it like the
Oh
Emmys
my
that he won, or
God.
what was it that he won?
It was something, but it was so priceless.
Oh,
That's so true, dude.
here's what I want.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if either of you have like seen the Oscars like in its entirety, but they always, for every single nomination for best original song, the artist for the song performs it live. So I just want Ryan Gosling
Ooh.
to get nominated at the very least, just so we get a live performance of "I'm Just Ken" at the Oscars.
Yeah.
I want that so bad.
And then if we get Jack Black too, we could have Peaches and
Ooh.
"I'm Just Ken."
Duo performance.
At the same
Right.
time. Or they swap. Jack Black just I'm Just Ken and Ryan Gosling with Peaches.
That would be
That'd be-
like the funniest shit.
That's so true.
What if?
What
Dude,
if?
Ryan Gosling is so good. He can do anything. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Literally,
Dude,
like
from being in Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington to I got seaweed. From
To Blade Runner 2049. That was a
Yeah.
really dramatic performance.
oh, it
And
was.
now he's just Ken.
yeah, now he's just Ken.
I know, like the variety that man has is like crazy. And the sad thing is,
Incredible.
Ken is probably going to be like one of, if not his like most like remembered roles / like performances.
Well, he's stuck with it.
But
He's not getting rid of it.
like unironically though, I think Ken might be one of, if not his most impressive performances. Not necessarily his, although I could see the argument for best performance too, like of his career.
Ryan Gosling?
Really?
Yeah,
Really? No.
just because
I don't know if I would have put best, but it was definitely entertaining.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was good.
Well, like it's good in its own way, if that makes sense. Like it's not trying to be like this ultra serious like Oppenheimer-y thing. It's trying to be a like completely non-self-aware guy who's like learning all this stuff about like manhood or whatever.
And riding horses.
But like that's my point though. Like he's so like he's able to achieve like this comedic timing with this like weird source material, and he does like such a good job with it. Like I don't think I could see any other actor really pulling that off the same way that he does.
I couldn't, and we saw other Kens in that movie, and
Right.
honestly, I think he was a perfect choice for the stereotypical Ken.
Right.
I do too.
Because like
I also like how in the middle of the Barbie movie, they try to portray the message that no Barbie is perfect, and they literally recognizing that Margot Robbie was a terrible choice
oh yeah.
to portray this message.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
you
the
can't
casting
tell me that.
director messed up. But like in the best way.
Oh, 100%. I mean, she literally looks like Barbie.
Yeah. And also, can we
Literally.
just say that the fact that she didn't win Best Actress at the Golden Globes is nothing short of like robbery?
That's criminal.
Wait,
that's criminal.
Who did win it?
Emma Stone for Poor Things.
Poor Things?
Really?
Poor Things was huge.
Yeah, I mean it was a big movie, but I mean I think
I
Margot
completely
Robbie.
forgot about it.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it did get kind of overshadowed because I think the Marvels came out around the same time.
Yeah, but nobody cared about
Okay.
the Marvels.
That's true. But I
That's
think the
fair.
Marvels had like
So
more
bad.
marketing.
It doesn't even
Well,
matter.
oh,
Wasn't it,
yeah,
like
they
one
do.
of like the worst Marvel movies of all time.
I think it's the
It was
worst
the worst.
performing one.
Really?
The
I
worst
don't-
performing in
I
the
think
box
so.
office. It has the worst box office.
Yeah, I mean, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. That might be adjusted for inflation too, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
but still, that's not great.
Yeah, no, that's pretty rough. So it seems like we're all in agreement that Margot Robbie should be the best actress. What are your thoughts about best leading actor?
Cillian Murphy all the way. He
Yeah.
managed to craft the performance and the complexities, and to be quite honest with you, what it would be like to deal with the weight of creating the atomic bomb.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah.
the stuff he does with his eyes alone, I think.
He
Like-
really lets you like
Gosh.
look into his soul.
Right. No.
Yeah, he's the right one. He's the right choice. I don't think you can give it to
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
else.
Well, he's worked with Nolan since like 2005.
Yeah. it's-
Yeah, he did The Dark Knight, and not to mention his work as Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders.
I still haven't seen that show.
My big hot take from Oppenheimer is, or for this, I guess, is
Well, there were a couple of
I don't
hot takes in that movie.
I don't think Ryan Gosling should get Best Supporting Actor.
I don't think that's a hot take at all. Because
I
Robert
think
Downey
it should go to
Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, dude, that was like, especially like when he's in that like little office, like
Yeah,
ranting
bro.
to the guy who played Han Solo. I forget his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
Oh, yeah,
what you're
the new one.
Yeah, not Harrison
Okay.
Ford, the other guy.
I was going to say, how dare you?
Yeah, no, the other guy from Solo.
Yeah, the most irrelevant
Yeah.
Star Wars.
He was in Cocaine Bear too, actually.
That
Yeah, he
a
is. That's
movie.
right, with Ray Liotta.
Dude, that was such a movie. Did you see the
That came
director-
out
I still
this year,
need to see
right?
that.
Yeah, that she
Ooh.
said. The director said she was okay, and willing to make a movie called Cocaine Shark,
Ooh.
which I would gladly see.
Don't you own that movie?
Hear me out.
I
What?
do own that movie.
Yeah. Hear me out, and you can thank me, Hollywood. Have you guys heard of the rumor how people used to like flush narcotics down the toilet? And like they'd flush alligators down there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Cocaine gator.
Oh, Mikey.
Coca Gator.
Cocaine
Set
Gator.
in Florida. Cocaine gator.
Cocaine Gator.
Or a crocodile. The crocodile.
Could you just imagine filming that in like the streets of Miami?
So it's just Lyle
Oh, God.
Crocodile, but the crocodile's on
Oh yeah, I forgot about that movie.
How could
I
you?
did too.
Wait, Mikey, were you with us when we saw that?
Unfortunately, yes.
Wait, you were?
Oh, I was.
Oh, that was funny. 'Cause who was
I
with
can't believe
us?
I spent $12 on that movie.
There were a ton of us with that one because I remember we were like the only ones there.
Oh, it was just us.
I can't remember who went there. I know it was like a ton of people though.
Well, I don't know about a ton of people.
I mean, I feel like there
Like
were
a handful of people.
I don't know. I feel like there were a decent number of us. I think the most people we had to see a movie was Spider-Verse.
No, Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. I wasn't there for Mario. I was in
Wakanda
Puerto
Forever
Rico.
also was another contender for that.
Oh, that movie was so bad.
Oh, I don't think I saw Wakanda Forever
didn't?
with you guys.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I think I went
I
on my
didn't
own.
like it.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever.
I thought it was-
mid.
I mean, I can't really like knock the movie too much considering they lost their lead actor halfway through.
That's true. Well, before they even
So
started.
so they made the best of what they could with that scenario. And I'll
Yeah,
give them
it's
credit for
true.
that.
They tried.
That wasn't exactly planned.
Yeah, I'm still debating whether, like, morally, they should have just recast Chadwick Boseman, but at the same time, he gave, like, such an iconic performance, and Marvel would get, like, all the hate in the world that they recast him. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
As much as I would
At
love
least
to
it
see,
wasn't Ant-Man.
we're
What?
not going to talk about Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, Quantumania.
Oh,
Where's-
that was terrible.
I'd
I can't
rather
believe
watch-
they showed. Oh my god! I can't believe they showed MODOK's ass in that movie. What were they
I completely forgot about that, and now you brought it back into my.
Forgot
hate-
about
I
that.
forgot
I
about
hate
it.
everything,
Oh man.
I've tried to like purge that entire movie from my memory, and
That's
now.
so true. Dude, I completely
Uh.
forgot the Murdoch, whatever you call it.
MODOK.
His bare ass was just.
The sad thing is, I did a double feature the night I saw that. I saw Quantumania, and then I went straight to Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And the crazy
That's a
thing
god.
is,
Ooh,
Blood and Honey was the better movie. Like,
Blood and
how is
Honey
that possible?
no. What?
Blood and Honey was like for a terribly cheaply made indie movie,
Yeah,
wasn't?
Oh my god.
they made money.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Which is why they want to see.
Wow.
Oh yeah, there's already a sequel, and I
Yeah,
think
and-
they're making like a Peter Pan spinoff that's like in the same universe.
Yeah, and I know they're doing they can do it with more characters now because I think the second book came out this year. Or the rest of it.
And there could be a Steamboat Willie cameo too.
Do it in like a Godzilla versus Kong, Winnie the Pooh versus Steamboat Willie death
Oh.
battle.
I'd watch that.
Make it happen, Hollywood. Make it happen.
You already know some indie film directors listening to this and like jotting all these ideas down. For
I already know
context,
they're already in pre-production.
Mikey here is an aspiring screenwriter, as I am an aspiring director. We're both going to different
Yep.
schools for that.
I'm
But
here for construction.
yeah, Braden's
Yes,
going to
you
be
are.
building our movie sets.
I'm gonna be demolishing the
Potentially.
movie sets right after you're done with them.
Yeah, that's
That's
true
what I'm
too.
gonna be doing.
No,
We'll
you're
see.
going to be salvaging some stuff because think about it. So me and Braden today, we went to this museum, and they had a bunch of the James Bond cars, like screenies James Bond cars. Do you have any idea like how much money? Because those cars get like shipped to different museums like all around the world, like all the time. Do you have any idea how much like money they got to make off of that stuff just by like simply shipping a car around?
Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, like I mean, it was
I'm amazed
crazy.
we only got in for 15.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got like the student discount. I think normally it's like 20, but I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
true.
I mean, that was such a cool museum. I mean, I think we liked it for two very different reasons. Like you were obsessed with all like the real cars on the second floor, which I'll try to throw photos of on screen, whereas I was all about all the James Bond stuff, but it was still like such a cool thing to see.
Yeah, that's true. It was like
Yeah.
like it was so funny because Evan really just didn't care about the actual cars. Those are probably the coolest ones there.
Well, it was funny because the tour guy, like there was this who, by the
Oh,
way, this
Dave?
tour guy, yeah, Dave, he was
I love
amazing.
Dave.
Dave was
He was
great.
the best.
Dave,
Like, Dave, if by the off chance you're listening to this, Dave, I love you. You're
Dave,
the best
you,
tour guide ever.
yeah, you made that experience like you actually like made the cars I didn't care about like somewhat interesting.
Yeah, dude.
Like
What kind of cars were there anyway?
Brandon,
you
would-
had
yeah,
you had like a J2 Ferrari. You had the one that was the specific one that won the Watkins Glen 2.
yeah, they had the one from like the Ferrari
50?
movie,
Yeah, like the Ford, not the Ford versus
like the Adam Driver
Ferrari.
one. Yeah,
Yeah. They had that. They had.
Oh, okay.
It was sick.
they had what was that like one with the rhino on the side?
Oh, they had dirt racers.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of it to save my life, but those are those are sick.
yeah.
Cause dude, those things, like you can get up to $150 with that speed, and like you're taking those corners, you're doing wheelies while drifting and trying to pass people. Those dirt cars are ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
That's
Because-
just, yeah, that's just what I think of those cars.
Yeah, no. And they had the Japanese car. Well, it's technically a British car, but the car in Cars 2 was Japanese, like that car. Like from the Pixar movie, I mean.
Yeah, like that weird, like,
Yeah.
what's his name? It's like, I don't even want to take a crack at his name. 'Cause
Oh, I don't
it'd
remember.
probably be racist.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
don't even give it a shot.
Mike,
Not
so
gonna
me
be
and
canceled
Braden were
after
debating
this.
this at the museum, but I want your opinion as like the sort of tiebreaker. Is Cars
Okay.
2 good or bad? Like the movie?
Honestly, and I know this isn't going to help, I cannot recall Cars 2, so it's probably bad.
That's the worst answer you could have given.
Mike,
Like, you're on my side, and that was a bad answer.
that was terrible.
Wow.
No, like I've never. Okay, Cars 2. It's never been my favorite Cars movie. It's always been the OG. I grew up with that one.
Yeah.
I grew up with them both, but especially Cars 1. But I
Comment
love.
down below which Cars movie's your favorite.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Cars 2
Anything but
took a
Cars 1,
creative.
you're wrong.
It took a creative risk, and maybe it didn't pay off for most people, but I mean, hell, we went to the James Bond Museum, so obviously I like spy movies. So I like that. I don't know. I thought it was cool. Yes, it was very different from all the other like Cars movies and like shorts and whatnot, but I think it was I liked it. But I also have a lot of nostalgia for it.
It just goes 0 to 100
Yeah, that's
too
true.
fast. Like, you have the first Cars movie, which is about, racing. Then you have Cars 3, which is about racing. And then you have Cars 2, which is about an international oil company trying to have a total monopoly on their oil by rigging the cars, and then a huge spy thriller throwing and exploding the oil inside of the cars, destroying their engines to get one specific car to win the race. That way they have a monopoly on oil because nobody trusts all in all anymore. It goes
So
a little.
It does
off the
sound
board.
like a
exactly
James
is it?
Bond plot.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
does.
So what exactly is oil in that universe anyway? Is it like the equivalent to like a
Life
like a
juice,
food
like
source,
water.
or is it just normal oil?
I think it's like a
Like
drink
water.
because didn't they like drink it out of
Right.
sippy cups in like the at Flo's Cafe
In a bar, yeah, right.
or the
And then
cafe
like,
too?
does that mean they get? Yeah. Well, then does that mean they get car insurance or life insurance?
Both.
Both.
Whatever
okay.
the most expensive
Interesting.
option is.
Also, are we not going to talk about how in those movies there's a car pope, which implies car Jesus? Are we not going to talk about that?
So you have seen Cars too.
Yeah, so you have.
I've seen bits and pieces. I can't recall. I only remember
do
the
you
dumb
not-
stuff.
How do you recall
The Pope car, but not the movie
the
itself.
Pope car, but not the movie? How is that?
Look, I just thought about it for a while, okay?
The Pope car. That's crazy.
What am I supposed to call it? The Pope Mobile?
No, we're not doubting like the Pope car. We're just saying that you know the Pope car,
Like
but not
Yeah, I know.
but not the movie.
that would be like me saying I remember like I don't even know what good analogy to make. I remember Howard the Duck from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but I don't remember the movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, he was in that movie?
Yeah, he was.
Exactly.
That's my point.
For like a second.
Yeah.
I'll
I
give you
have no
that.
idea.
I'll give you credit for that. But he was in more movies than that, unfortunately.
Hey, listen, Pope car could still show up. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I think it's been officially confirmed. There's a new Cars project in development.
Cars 4?
So that's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be, I hope it's a movie, but I don't know if it's going to be a movie or like another like Manish series. Like, did you see Cars on the Road, like on Disney Plus, came out like a year or two ago?
No.
It's like a bunch
I'm
of
not.
like short episodes.
Like Mater's Tall Tales or something like that?
It's basically like that. Yeah. It's not
I've seen
Mater's Tall
those.
Tales, but it's similar. Yeah. So I don't know if the new project is essentially going to be that or an actual movie, but still, it's cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, now that we're off I don't even know how we got to this discussion.
I don't either. But speaking of international plots, what do you guys think is the best international feature?
So I think I'm probably the only one here who's seen a foreign movie. Like, well, I guess, no, you've seen Boy and the Heron.
Boy and the Heron, baby.
Yeah. I would go Godzilla -1 though. That was a really good
Same
movie.
here.
I think I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the Godzilla movies.
Oh, did you see the new one? Like the Japanese one?
Yeah. You know what movie was also pretty bad this year?
What?
The new Transformers movie.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Which one was that? Was that the...
Rise of
No,
the
that
Beast.
wasn't the one with John Cena, right? Oh, you're right. Yeah. No, it was bad because I don't even remember it.
Like the Primal one.
Yeah.
It got so much hype. and
Oh.
It was just nothing.
Michael Bay didn't direct it,
All
did he?
right.
I don't think
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, not that Michael Bay's particularly great at directing, but
Yeah, look at the Ninja Turtles.
yeah. I mean, he did good with the first Transformers movie, but I mean, I feel like that man just, I mean, I can't totally hate on him for this, but he just does like a bunch of fancy explosions and that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. Pretty
Part of
much.
me likes watching that, but at the same time, you're not going to get a very intellectual movie out of Michael Bay.
I was going to say, no part of those Transformers movies were intellectual. At least the the Michael Bay ones.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was not in the cards.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
Yeah, we're looking at you, Shia LaBeouf scene where he does math at college. We're looking at you.
Yes.
Oh,
That is true.
yeah, that was rough.
That was something.
And then there was like the girl
man.
Transformer, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, the only good thing about that movie was Pete Davidson's spot. That
Oh
was,
yeah, I forgot he was in that.
And then later, like in the future movies, you get like Mark Wahlberg and like there are a bunch of like cash grab, like they do a bunch of like sponsor
with Knights
stuff.
and whatever.
Like, wasn't there like a big
Also,
beer
are we-
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, I think a truck exploded
are we
with a
not
bunch
gonna-
of beer.
Of course. But are we not going to talk about how, like, the whole point is for them to blend in, but they choose, like, a Ferrari or a Bugatti to show up in?
Listen, I can't
Like,
hate
are we
on
not going to
that.
talk about that?
I can't hate
Nah.
on that.
I mean, they got style, but how are you going to hide as a tank in downtown Los Angeles? How are you going to do that?
You just do, bro.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, in California, I guess it depends on where in California, but if you're in like, I'd assume like Beverly Hills or like LA, you're gonna get a lot of those kind of cars.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, he turns into
Like a
the
tank?
911.
Okay, I don't know about a tank, but like Bumblebee being like the what's the term?
Oh, no, Bumblebee's practical. I could see Bumblebee and, like, Optimus Prime.
I don't
Those
think
two I
it's
could
practical.
see.
Yeah.
That is.
I'm going to
I
be
guess
basic
you
and
could
go
be.
Bumblebee.
What I like is how Optimus Prime, I think, is like the coolest in his like transformed state, but then like when he transforms, he's like one of the least cool cars.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah. He has, like, the most stereotypical car for, like, just a
Yeah.
trucker.
like the only thing going for him in his car state is like the paint job.
And even that varies depending on the movie.
Yeah.
That's so true. Like it's something. He's trying his best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying his best, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like you in this podcast.
Yeah, it's like me pretending I know about movies.
Yeah.
Like literally anything about movies. Just like fumbling my way.
I
Focused on
can
playing Stardew Valley.
like confirm that he has indeed seen some movies. I have dragged him to multiple throughout the year. So
That is true.
He's
Yeah.
seen
And I can
some.
also confirm he's seen a plethora of, I don't know about films, but he's seen movies.
yeah. Yeah. Film and movie are two very different terms.
Topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
So
I've been sitting here trying to get a freaking can.
on Stardew?
Yeah. For
No, in real
75
life.
gold, bro. Yeah, in real life.
Well, listen, I wouldn't put it past him to try that in real life.
I wouldn't put it past me either, bro.
I mean,
Probably
with Braden, you really never know what you're going to get. Honestly, it's been a
It's like a
miracle
box
he's
of
even been here the
chocolates.
whole time.
I
Whoa.
know, I'm amazed I haven't had
That's
to
fair.
face yet.
I got that Forrest Gump reference. That.
Oh.
Give me
Hope
the
you did.
can. Damn it.
So, what do you guys? So, I think we went over like all of the Best Picture like candidates that we think should be nominated. But what do you think is actually going to like take the prize?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer and Barbie are, and maybe Killers of the Flower Moon are going to dominate.
yeah, I agree.
It's
Because
going to be those three.
Killers will get something.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing you have there is Scorsese, who obviously did Killers, is like he's like the like Obi-Wan Kenobi of movies in the sense that like he's been around for really long and he's made a bunch of really good movies. Whereas Nolan is more like the new kid on the block. He's only been making movies for like 20, well, yeah, like big movies for like 20 years, starting with like the
Yeah.
Batman Begins, Dark Knight stuff. So
Which that stuff was good.
yeah, so like Nolan doesn't exactly have as big a filmography purely because he hasn't been making movies as long. But
Yeah.
I feel like he is
You
the
know,
better
younger.
director. Yeah. Yeah, he's not like how is Scorsese not retired? That's my question. Like how old is he? He's in his like 80s, right?
Scorsese?
Here, let me
yeah,
check.
should be.
Like I mean, I know he's been making movies since like the 70s, I want to say. When Taxi Driver, I know, is like one of his older ones. Let's see.
Yeah. 81 years old.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he is up there.
And Taxi Driver came out, 76. So he's been making movies for like almost 50 years.
Wild, man.
Whereas Nolan's only been on the scene for like less than half of that time. So
Yeah. I want to see him try to make a superhero movie so bad. Just
Oh
to
my
see
God.
what he would think that would look like.
that would be kind of crazy because Scorsese is like famous for hating on superhero movies. So,
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
oh, you don't know about
Oh,
this?
you have no idea, man.
I'll let Mikey
He hates
explain
them.
it.
Really?
All right. To put it simply, and I'm not using the exact words, but he does not think they're grown-up films. They're
No, use
more
the
like
exact words, Mikey.
child
Use them.
No, I don't feel comfortable. You use them, Evan.
Okay, so I don't remember word for word, but I'm pretty sure it was something about how they're not like real cinema. He called Marvel movies
Yep.
like carnival rides, right? Or something like that.
Yep,
Really?
Yeah.
he
He's
did.
like amusement park rides. I think that was his like specific wording.
Yeah.
Like he said like something about how like they don't really like make you think as much, which for the record, I do sort of agree with him that like the studio format, like especially with like Marvel lately, has really like kind of made every Marvel movie and to some extent DC like kind of cut and dry, like the same thing, formulaic. But like
Yeah.
as we saw in the Dark Knight trilogy or even like the Batman, if you give directors like actual creative freedom, you can have a lot of variety and like depth
Yeah,
to
like
these
let's look
movies.
at the Russo brothers with the second Captain America movie. That got you thinking a lot.
Yeah, that's easily like a top
Especially
3
with-
MCU movie.
One of my favorites. Same
Yeah.
with Civil War.
Right, because that one, yeah, both of those had
Yeah.
like strong political ties too.
Yeah, and then it doesn't even have to involve political aspects, but just the morality of it too. Same with like Black Panther.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But like lately, we've been getting
Yeah.
all this crap on Disney Plus that's like just the most like mindless. Like you can tell. Like I'm trying to think. Like Moon Knight, for example. Well, or yeah, really any
I
of
liked
the
Moon
shows.
Knight. I thought that was good. I thought Loki though was really thought provoking though.
Yeah, some of them have been good, but a lot of them, like you can tell that they were originally conceived for like a movie, but then Disney was like, hear me out, stretch it out into 6 episodes that are like 45 minutes each. So then you get like a whole load of like
Like-
filler.
And we rush everything.
Yeah. It's
We
like,
don't pay the VFX people.
oh, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about VFX, but you're right. Like, I mean,
Yeah, that's a
She-Hulk.
whole nother thing.
I think She-Hulk is probably, for the record, I stopped watching Marvel shows altogether about halfway through She-Hulk, so I haven't seen anything post She-Hulk.
I did not watch any of She-Hulk. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
missed
watched
much.
every episode of She-Hulk until the finale. I couldn't do it anymore.
yeah.
I tried.
I stopped after
I
like the
couldn't
Megan
do
Thee
it.
Stallion thing. That was,
I'd rather
that's-
I
Yeah.
would rather watch the Eternals again.
literally,
Or yeah, that was the movie, right?
Ooh.
yeah. Eternals.
I completely forgot about that movie.
That
yeah.
was so bad. It was
Yeah.
so
Not gonna
bad it
lie, I
hurt.
forgot that movie existed.
There's like a bad
And
And
movie.
they had like a gold.
No, you're good.
Oh, I was gonna say, and they had a golden cast too. They had Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah,
How do you fumble that?
and Barry
Forgot she was in
Keoghan.
that.
An absolute god tier cast.
Yeah, that was
They
crazy.
They had
Fumbled
Jon
that badly.
Snow.
Yeah. Well, Eternals
You know what
is
else-
like worse than bad because it's forgettable. And I feel like I'd rather have a bad movie than a forgettable one.
Like Shark Tales. It's one of the worst animated movies of all time, but it's so bad that people love it.
Right.
You can
Yeah,
even
like
go as
I
far as
loved
to
that
say-
movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so bad that it's amazing. But like then you have movies like The Eternals that are just so bad that you're just like, oh yeah, that happened,
Yeah.
and then you move on
Yeah.
with your day.
I mean, I genuinely forgot about it until you brought it up just now.
I think everybody did.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Also,
I-
I think one of the more underrated movies this year was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh, that
I did
was good.
rewatch it.
I was going to say, you
Right.
were,
I still
for
have to see
reasons
that.
we won't specify, you were absent for like
Yeah.
half of it in the theater.
Yeah, but I did have time to go back and rewatch it,
That's valid.
and I it's one of like the only books I've read like fully and like sat down through.
You read a book?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But by the grace of God, I finished that book and I milked every second of it on English projects, but
Oh, there you go.
I did read it and the book was terrible and super boring and I hated it. And then I watched the movie.
How
and
did
I
they
was
make the Hunger Games boring?
I don't know, but they did.
Was it the
And-
same author as like the
Huh.
original books?
Yeah, it's Suzanne Collins, I think her name is.
Oh.
I don't know.
Really?
How yeah. And then I think she.
Wow.
I don't know. It was J.K. Rowling who was like canceled.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling was like,
There we go.
yeah, gone.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling got.
She got
Literally shit
decimated. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said Avada Kedavra and it worked.
banished. She's got banished to the
He
realm
like
of,
disappeared overnight.
banished to the realm of internet celebrities who got a little too hot.
Yeah.
Not nuts.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
But you like the movie then?
I did. The movie was better. I hate that actress. I really do.
Oh, why am I blanking on
Zegler?
her name? Yeah, Rachel Zegler. Yeah.
I hate Zegler.
Yeah.
Yep.
She dissed the original Snow White movie. Like, come
You
on.
would be doing
And
that.
which
I know.
normally I can understand the gripe with the whole Prince being like twice her age. That is justifiable. But the rest of it, I think, is just not called for.
She just tried to make every little aspect of that movie seem like a big political battle. And it's like,
Yeah.
you don't
Just accept it.
like,
like-
how are you going to star in a movie adaptation of something and then bash the original like that? Like, it's okay to say, oh, we improved on X thing, but to like completely put the original like under the ground is like, I don't know. I feel like it's
And
too
it'd be
much.
different if like it was like really like an out there movie, but it was like one of Disney's first classics.
Right. Like, we're not talking about, like, I'd understand if they were remaking, like, stay with me, if they were remaking, like, Song of the South and trying to make it, like, actually watchable by today's standards and get rid of all the horrible stuff in the original. And then to bash the original in an interview, I would understand that if that happened. But we're talking about Snow White, which is, I think, I mean, I haven't seen it in God knows how long, but I think that holds up really well, like, to this day in terms of like its content.
For the technology that they had and the storytelling with Walt Disney, I thought it was pretty good for what it was.
Yeah. I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
But definitely better than Wish at any rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have yet to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
It wasn't which one?
Wish.
Sorry.
Wish?
Wish. It's if you want to watch Wish, just watch Frozen. Just watch Frozen because Elsa's basically the same person. She's like, "Oh, my dad hates me, and I need to get away from him because he's like." He's like, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's not the same thing at all. Like, I totally lied there, but like,
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
I don't know
You
where
get-
you were going with that.
you get Elsa.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen the
Elsa-
movie, so I'm just gonna nod my head.
Yeah.
You get Elsa vibes from her, and it's just like she's a mix of all of like the bad characteristics of all the like good characters. Like they found a way to make all of the bad characters good. Like I don't know what I'm saying, but like they found a way to like turn all of the good aspects of their characters bad with this character.
So you're basically saying they took every bad aspect from Disney princesses and just put it into
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I saw where you were going.
You saw the vision.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just kind of waiting to see how it turned out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm just trying to stumble my way to
So, did we go over all the categories? Oh, best director. I think that's like the last major
Nolan.
one.
Ooh.
Nolan.
And here's where we get into
I was gonna say,
the Nolan talk.
I know Mikey has a lot to say about Mikey, but before I let him go off on that,
I do have a lot to say about me.
Wait, what did I say?
Yes, Evan. It doesn't matter. You're up.
Okay. I thought I said something stupid, but anyway. So I think Nolan is like my favorite director of all time. I mean, I think I love all of his movies. I discovered him through like the Dark Knight trilogy. And then through that, I learned about all of his other movies. I even drove 3 hours, so like a 6-hour round trip to see Oppenheimer and like the big 70 millimeter IMAX thing. That's how like that's the lengths I'll go to for this man. I mean, I just love him so much. But I know Mikey has some differing views.
Yeah. Mikey.
Well, I'm not denying Christopher Nolan is a good director. He's a phenomenal director. I just have some gripes with some of his Batman movies. That's all.
Why don't you explain some of them for us all?
Well, you see, I like my Batman on the fantastical side of the spectrum, you know, with like really bizarre villains like Mr. Freeze or Clayface. And I like just the idea of just classic like Neil Adams Batman or like a Michael Keaton take on it.
Because you grew up with like the comic book version of like actual physical comic books and like the animated series, right?
That's my Batman, yeah.
Okay.
Or like Michael Keaton. That was the one I grew up with. And then I watched Nolan, but like I was really into the others.
See, I grew up with, I mean, even from like a really young age, my mom would, she showed me, we would watch the Adam West show like on reruns. This was back when like cable was still like relevant. We would watch reruns of
I watched those same reruns.
Yeah, she got me into it. She even made me like a Batman like cape out of like a old like pool towel that we had. But anyway,
nice. I had a Superman cape.
Yeah, so I grew up with Adam West like as a really little kid, and then when I got older, I want to say 4th grade, I watched like Batman 89 with Keaton, and that like completely transformed my view. And then probably in 6th grade or middle school, I discovered the Dark Knight trilogy, and that was it. Like that made Batman like, because I always liked Batman, especially as like a little kid, but that like really kind of like elevated it for like the older version of me. If that makes any sense at all.
No, I totally get it. And before we get into the Batman talk, all three of us can agree Adam West, God tier Batman.
Oh yeah.
One of the best Batman actors around. We can all agree on that.
Yeah. I mean, I just have nostalgia for Adam West. So like I was like I watched him at like the appropriate like age to consume that. But what I like about Adam West is like he's geared towards like kids essentially, in the sense that like he he's not like all dark and gritty, but there's also stuff in there that like adults would get a kick out of. Like I'm picking up on stuff as I like rewatch it now that like, you know, 5-year-old me never would have like even thought about.
Yeah, they slide a couple of adult jokes in there and it's kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen any Adam West Batman, Braden?
I've seen a little bit. I'm not huge into superhero movies. Like, it's not like the number one thing I look at.
Right.
But I've seen a couple.
Okay.
It's sort of like I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I'll watch them, but I have no hard opinions on them.
Okay.
That's fair.
Like
but I was a Marvel kid though. So I grew up a lot with like the Captain America trilogy. That's like the equivalent to my Nolan movies.
That's fair. I didn't get
Yeah.
into Marvel
Yeah.
until I was until Guardians 2 came out. That was when I kind of got into
Okay.
them. And then I discovered, so at first I thought I was just into Guardians. I didn't realize it was connected to the MCU at all, or, what is the
Okay.
MCU. But then I discovered the greater MCU when Black Panther came out. So that would have been, 2018. That's
Oh,
when I
okay.
really dived into it. I know you were
Nice.
exposed to it a lot earlier. I don't know, when were you exposed to it, Braden?
When I was like 10.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was definitely
Yeah.
the latest person of us three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember in 2012 going to see my first drive-in movie was the very first Avengers movie.
Okay. Yeah, so you would have been
I've been around for the whole show.
Yeah, so you've been around
Yeah.
since phase 1. I respect that.
Yeah.
See, and that
Very
makes more
first
sense
phase.
based on your views because you've been with the franchise for longer. I mean, essentially the majority of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was 5,
Yeah.
I got a Captain America like a shield for Christmas, like a little boy one from the first Avenger movie.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah.
But my biggest gripe with the Nolan Batman movies are, I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's the voice. It's the Batman voice. That's what kills me.
You mean you don't like the where are the drugs going?
I just think it's very dark and somewhat a bit oblivious take on Batman. Just seems a bit too much.
My bad,
That's all.
guys.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. I was too busy
really?
killing my
What
vocal
did you do?
cords.
Oh, I sneezed.
Yeah, you were completely drowned out by me and Mikey.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Word of me.
I just heard. Dude.
That's my point.
Where are
That's my
they? All right, I promise that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
feel
get
like
that.
though I feel like the happy medium for me is I like the Robert Pattinson Batman. That is my favorite take on the dark and gritty Batman.
Right, because
Yeah.
he doesn't really say a whole lot. It's more just whispering one-liners.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. I feel like it's a vibe.
Yeah. I like.
But I like my Batman. I like him comic book accurate.
That's fair.
So
I don't really have.
I just want a blue bat suit, please.
I
I want.
I like sports movies the best. That's all I got on this. Oh,
That's
not
fair.
huge into superhero movies.
Do you not have a favorite Batman actor?
Not really. I'm indifferent
There's
about all.
40 billion of them. Just say an actor, and they probably played Batman.
Give me Ben Affleck.
Really?
Yeah, he was Batman. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, he was a Batman, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
What was his suit color?
Black?
Yeah.
And because black's really easy.
Gray?
Yeah.
You're looking it up, aren't you?
No.
He's played Stardew
Okay.
Valley right now.
I'm playing Stardew Valley. I literally have proof
That's
that I'm not.
right.
Yeah, we have documentation.
I'm playing
We have
potatoes,
live
dude.
coverage.
if assuming of course we can get the footage off Braden's computer, which that's a big if.
Yeah, that's an if.
Yeah,
I'm
but
too busy
yeah, no. I hope James Gunn though
Alright.
can deliver up on just the classic Batman with the boxer trunks and the yellow logo. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Too busy sorrowing my pains away from last night's Packers game in Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
I saw that on.
How was that?
I saw that on the radio.
Oh
And-
my Jesus Christ. I was crying. Though I can't be too mad because, we weren't literally supposed to do anything this year. I'm still low-key pissed, if that's a good word to use.
You lost to the 49ers again.
Again. Normally I wouldn't be that mad that we lost, but it had to be the 49ers. I get that none of you watch sports
Yeah.
or remotely know anything about what I'm
I
talking
do,
about.
but I'm more of a casual Packers fan.
Yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah. So like nothing I say is gonna matter.
Well, that's fine. The
But-
viewers might know.
But
I saw it. I saw it. I heard it on the radio last night.
yeah, was Mark going crazy? I bet Mark was going nuts.
I was with my dad, but oh
Oh.
my god, it was not pretty.
Jesus. It was brutal.
I was losing it in the car when you guys fumbled that kick. You should have
that
had
missed
that.
field goal. That I was fuming, bro, but it is
We already
what
know
it is.
somebody doesn't have a job.
So my understanding
God.
is this means they're not like in the running for the Super Bowl.
We are not.
Oh no, they're out.
Was there like prior
Again,
and again, like very layman's terms because I don't understand shit, but like was there ever a chance like at the beginning of the season of them making it all the way? Or no?
Nobody.
God, no.
The thing was, the reason it hurt so much for the loss was because nobody expected us to do anything. Like we weren't supposed to do anything.
And you
We
made
were
it this
supposed
far.
to just kind of. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were kind
like,
of just expected to
'cause
go
we
through the
went-
motions.
Because we started the season like 3-6, and then we finished like 9-8, barely made it into the playoffs, and everyone was like, "All right, this team is just gonna get smoked in the first round." And then we beat one of the best teams in the league by like 50 points,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah, you did.
so then
then-
it gave us too much
then-
confidence.
And then it
Yeah,
just
and
went
then
off a cliff from
yeah, and
there.
the Cowboys game was just I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we beat the
I can't believe we
Cowboys
did
by
as
like
well as we did.
yeah, we scored like 48 in the Cowboys
But-
game, and then it just
So yeah, it was
the whole
48 to
offense was
32.
just off against the 49ers.
Yeah, I think it's just karma from beating the Cowboys. To be totally honest with you,
I agree.
I think we celebrated a little too hard.
I think the soul of Jerry Jones needs to be investigated.
Yeah.
I'm calling for retribution.
Oh my god.
Wish there was a rematch clause.
Rematch clause. Yeah. I just wish you guys got paired with somebody else. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
what are the odds? And what is this like the 13th year this has happened?
Yeah,
Where it's been the 49ers?
yeah. It's always the 49ers, which is the part that like if we had lost to the Cowboys, I would have been like, yeah, I expected that. But like,
Yeah, because they were also on a hot streak this year.
oh, they went like though they were in one of the most overrated divisions in football, so
Okay.
like that like the NFC East was a garbage show. And people pretended it was good, but the reason they all looked so good was because they were all terrible. If that makes any sense at all.
Okay. No, I
Like,
see
they
where you're
were-
coming from.
They were all so bad that it made them all look good. Well, they didn't all look good, but it made the other two look good. Like the
It
Eagles
was
and
watchable.
Cowboys. Yeah, it made the Eagles and Cowboys look a lot better than they really were. And then people started
All right.
overhyping them. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I don't.
Evan does not. Yeah, Evan. In
It's
fact,
fine.
does not know.
I was
what
just
that
sitting there on my phone because I had like I could not contribute whatsoever to
Yeah.
that conversation.
Yeah, that was like our conversation with Batman, and this is just the
Yeah.
equivalent of that.
Yeah, no,
means. Yeah,
that's
Batman
fine.
goes right
Yeah.
over my head.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Dude,
You
got
mean you
nothing.
don't know Ben Affleck's suit colors?
Nope.
Yeah, no, I don't pay
yeah.
attention to sports at all. I do like now that I'm like officially in a school, I might pay more attention to like the college level, but
Yeah.
I've never cared for like the big like NFL, like the big league.
Bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
They have a
Yeah, the
great
college I'm going to
basketball
go
team.
to eventually is going to be great with hockey.
Yeah,
It's good with hockey.
Yeah,
But like
it's a good pick.
it is. It's not bad at all. But like hockey, nobody really follows hockey.
yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, hockey's fun to watch. The fights are the best part.
Oh well, for sure. People do follow it, but it's probably like the most like definitely the least followed of all the major sports, I'd say.
I know there's
Well,
like
yeah.
been big booms in college basketball lately. Like I know Iowa's
That's- yeah,
been
that's
going
'cause of-
crazy.
That's because of March March
Yeah.
Madness because college basketball playoffs are coming.
Yeah. Well, there's this
Yeah.
one girl on the Iowa college team. I don't remember her name, but she's been making like news. Like she's
Oh, she's that good.
yeah, like she's I mean, there's
Interesting.
been a lot of like talk. I know that she's been I'm trying to remember exactly what happened because I don't follow it, but my mom was telling me about it. She I guess she got some offers to play like at a more professional level, like in the like NBA. But
Yeah.
I think
The WNBA?
oh yeah. Again, I don't know the terms.
Yeah,
but
WNBA.
but I guess she technically makes more money off playing at a college level right now for whatever reason, which is why
Really?
she's staying there. I think is how I could be completely off, but I think that's the way it's going. But anyway, she plays for U Iowa, so it's kind of cool.
Well,
Okay, that's cool.
I was not bad with their basketball program.
Yeah.
You know what I was known for?
What?
Tight ends. Every good tight end in the league right now has come from Iowa. George,
Really?
oh my God, George Kittle. I don't know about Travis Kelce. It might be Travis Kelce. I know. What's his name? Tanya's not good anymore, but he was for a couple seasons. He went there. Luke Musgrave, like all these crazy tight ends. It's like I think Mark Andrews went there too. All the good NFL tight ends that you like see on the news went to Iowa. I don't know why, and I don't know how, but it's just something that they develop well, I guess. I just tried to fish the building. I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, it's wild. But you know, it's whatever because their football program's pretty ass in real terms. Like they don't do anything. But,
Yeah.
like it's just like because they've had a couple of guys go through the league like Kittle and all them, but they don't draft. People don't draft from Iowa, but their basketball program gets some looks from NBA. Because I know their scouts go there, but especially Celtics. Celtics like taken from Iowa, so
I got you.
you could say that. So I guess maybe that means she might go to Boston. I hope she goes to Boston because I like Boston.
So I guess like
Okay.
as the big recap, the Packers fumbled
Suck.
and
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, they did.
and our like
Yeah,
general nomination list, and butt in if I'm wrong here. I'm just going off memory, but I think we agreed Oppenheimer Best Picture, Nolan Director, Cillian Murphy Best Actor, Margot Robbie Best Actress.
Yeah.
what
Marty
else did
J
they
for
say?
Best Supporting Actor.
That's right. To be,
Supporting Actress.
I don't think we did that. I mean, I guess I'd probably go Emily Blunt, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. And then
Yeah, I'd say Emily Blunt. I can't talk.
Yeah.
and then we had Spider-Verse for Best Animated Movie. And I think we were kind of
minus
divided.
one for international.
Yeah, it was
if I
either
wanna
that or
say.
Boy and the Heron. Yeah.
Which I think
Yeah.
Brandon Herring. It won the Golden Globe. so
Yeah, for Best Animated.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely up there. People
we'll see.
like it.
All right.
But we'll check back in on Tuesday, hopefully, we'll compare those predictions that we just mentioned. Sorry. To the official nomination list. So that'll be an episode. Stay tuned for that. Before I close it out, do either of you have anything you'd like to put in?
I hate the 40.
I'm all set.
Hate the 49ers. Well, that's a good note to leave off on, I think. Thank you all for watching.
Yep.
Subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. And stay tuned for the next one where we will discuss the actual Oscar nominations and probably some other random topics and side tangents. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.